Hello, everybody. Welcome to Thursday's Wizards World's webinar. Today, we are staying in California, and we don't even have to get on an airplane. You're going to visit some beautiful hotels that it's a very short drive. Well, not a very short drive, short for people who like driving in California. And Lindsay Graff from Preferred Hotels is going to take us through all of them. So go ahead, take it away.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Dominique. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. Hello, everyone. My name is Lindsay Graff. I'm the Director of Leisure Sales for America West for Preferred Hotels and Resorts. And this is a collection of independent hotels. If you're not familiar with Preferred, we represent all independent hotels. So that means none of those big brands you're going to see with us, such as Marriott or Hyatt, Fairmont, and so forth. We are just a collection of all, again, independent hotels. We have 750 worldwide. And of course, we can assist you with all of those. But as Dominique has mentioned, we are focusing on what you can do right here in your own state of California. So I'm delighted to showcase 5 different of our hotels. We're going to kind of take you through a little coastal tour, and we are actually going to start off in the wine region outside Santa Barbara in Los Olivos, and we are going to be visiting with Ann Halleck. She is the Director of Marketing and Strategic Relationships, and she's going to be taking us to her property, which is called Fess Parker Wine Country Inn, and it has quite a history and definitely a great family connection. So excited to have her share her story and her beautiful destination and property with us. So hello, Ann, how are you?
I'm doing so well. Thank you for having me on this, Dominique and Lindsay.
Yes. So
all right.
I'll just go ahead and go take you through all of the slides, and you can do your part of just explaining your fabulous destination and property.
Doesn't this photo look lovely? I feel like now that it's getting darker earlier, something like this is very evocative. You know, this could be practically right now. This is the exterior of the Fess Parker Wine Country Inn. This is, as Lindsay mentioned, one of the preferred hotels, which means that it is a smaller, more intimate property. It is a one of a kind, and it is in Santa Barbara County's wine region. So we're just north, or technically it's west. You'll look at that map. So if you move along the coastline, whether you're coming from San Diego, you know, we have a lot of flights into Santa Barbara directly. We call it a wine country getaway. And the idea is that you can experience all of the sightseeing in Santa Barbara, all of the coastal tourism, but it's very easy to get up to wine country in Los Olivos. Lindsay, you can keep going if you want. You know this, this deck as well as I do. So the Crockett Suite, Crockett, that might sort of ring a bell. Fess Parker was an actor in the 50s, 60s, and early 1970s. He is best known for his roles as Davy Crockett, Daniel Boone. The property has been in the family for a little over 20 years now, and I am very lucky that although I've only been with the organization for a couple years, I actually knew Mr. Parker. So I knew Fess Parker through his family. I know the Parker family very well. I've known them since I was a young girl. So this inn has been part of my own personal story, and we would love for it to become part of yours. So what you're seeing here is one of 4 suites that are on the property. We also have 3 junior suites. We are only 19 rooms total. And so when you have this experience of coming to the inn, we really want you to feel as though you're being welcomed by the family directly. It has a very homey feeling. You can see the fireplace is sort of off in that corner. There's a gas fireplace in every single room. And so we always sort of joke, you can come and you can be in the very heart of wine country. There's 20 tasting rooms in the area, or you can never leave your room. And, you know, 80% of the visitors that we have to the inn are couples. And so most of the rooms, with a few exceptions, are actually king bed suites and rooms. This is the pool and lounge area. We are right on Grand Avenue in Los Olivos. So if anyone has had the pleasure of being up in Santa Barbara wine country, you know that Grand Avenue in Los Olivos is probably the smallest Grand Avenue that exists in the world. I think it consists of 4 total blocks. It's very quiet and lovely. And this pool is really just an escape from the very quiet of Los Olivos. So it can get a little bit busier on the weekends. You can kind of feel that hustle and bustle of wine country. But the pool is just right off the rooms and suites on one side of the street. And it has remained open. So we're being very careful about social distancing. We have a note at the end to talk about what we're doing to keep guests safe during COVID-19. The pool has been a fantastic asset for us, that people can come and experience that socially distanced outdoor private experience, especially in the summer. It gets delightfully warm in the summer and it gets nice and chilly in the winter. So we have great swings of weather as well. Nella Kitchen and Bar is right in the lobby of the inn. And this restaurant has only just recently opened, but the two folks who started it, the chef and the general manager, actually came from a restaurant that is beloved. Lindsay can attest to this, beloved in the San Ynez Valley, called SY Kitchen, standing for San Ynez. And just like at SY Kitchen, these two gentlemen got inspired. They got inspired by the Parker family vision for what that space could do. And they have opened for limited service at lunch, but dinner right now. And as you can see, there are just these delightfully delicious Roman style pizzas. They have this incredible cocktails program. They're sourcing their ingredients locally, which is fantastic. And we're just so proud to have them as part of the experience that you have when you stay at the inn. The Fess Parker Winery celebrated a milestone birthday last year. Last year was its 30th anniversary, which was fantastic. This is actually located on the grounds of the Fess Parker home ranch. And so this is acreage that Mr. Parker purchased after he retired from his Hollywood career. He purchased it in 1987, didn't start building on it until 1989. And so we skip forward to 2019. And you can see here, there's wide open spaces. We have a fantastic program where if you are a guest of the inn, you enjoy complimentary tastings for 2 people at both the Fess Parker Winery as well as our Epiphany tasting room, which is right in downtown Los Olivos. And so this is a great fun way, again, socially distanced. We're being very careful. It's reservation only for people to be able to enjoy the magic of wine country. You're going out onto Fox and Canyon Road, which is a great spot. We also have a lot of activities, and this is something that, like I said, you might never leave your room, or you might want to do something like what we're showing here, which is a horseback ride. So Katie Parker is a 3rd generation family member in the family business. She is a rancher. She is out on the Fess Parker home ranch every single day and actually does horseback rides through the vineyards that end with the wine tasting and not in the opposite order. No wine tasting before you go horseback riding. But it's fantastic. It's very romantic. It's actually very family friendly. So if you are traveling with kids, we allow children, they just have to be over a certain weight to get on the horse. But we are able to package it with picnicking. You're out among the vines. It is truly spectacular. We also have a few wellness initiatives that we've been doing. One is what's pictured here. Rodney's Vineyard is actually the estate vineyard for the family. It's also on the home ranch. You're looking out at the San Ynez Mountains, and this vineyard was actually just certified. It's called Sustainability in Practice. It's actually a more rigorous standard than organic or biodynamic. Excuse me, I always have trouble with that word. And so we have this yoga program for guests. You can do it as small groups if you're there to celebrate a birthday, things like that. But it's out on this vineyard, and there's really no more spectacular way to wake up in the morning and then to be out having this experience as the sun is rising. It's really incredible. Last but certainly not least, this is something that we have been, like so many other properties, very proactive about. And it's not that we want you to focus on what we're doing for your health and safety when you stay on property. It's that we want you to come and be able to forget about that for a little bit. You come into wine country, you come into Los Olivos, it feels like the sidewalks are rolling up at 7 p.m. if you're there during the weekdays. And the goal of that is that you can really just get away. And, working with an organization like Travel Wizards, working with Dominique, we are able to cater to you in a way that is different than the traveler who's just passing through. And so With health and safety measures, you can see here, this is an electrostatic sprayer that we use in the rooms to disinfect. I promised you I would show you a picture of how we're socially distancing at the pool. We have these little placards that assure you that everything has been sanitized. We have information on our website that we encourage you to look at before you visit. But like I said, our hope is that you come to escape and relax. And one of the things that we're offering with Travel Wizards specifically, if you were to book through them, is that we are sharing with you 2 glasses of sparkling wine upon arrival, and we upgrade your room if upgraded rooms are available. So we hope to see you in wine country soon.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Anne. I wish I had a glass of wine. I was sipping toast because it sounds so lovely and charming. And I personally have actually had the opportunity to stay at this property and experience it right around this time last year. And it is such a charming destination and very intimate, but a lot of fun. Great for girls' getaways, couples retreats, and certainly I think year round it's a great place to get away too. So should we take any questions at this time, or do you want to hold to the very end, Dominique?
I think we should hold till the very end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And do you have any place to go, or are you going to be with us through the whole?
Oh, I'm with you. I can't wait to see these other properties. I love these other properties. So I'm now a guest.
Thank you.
Oh, perfect. All right. Well, then from here, we are going to head a little down the coast to Santa Monica, and we're going to be chatting with Joanna Beckett with Shutters on the Beach in Casa Del Mar. And she's going to be representing these 2 very iconic, amazing properties that have recently joined Preferred in the last couple of years. We're so delighted to have them part of our collection, and certainly must stays when you are visiting the LA region and want to be on the beach and the boardwalk, and great this time of year as well. So Joanna, how are you? Why don't you give us a wonderful overview and introduction?
Perfect. Well, thank you, Dominique, for allowing us to participate today. It's very, very exciting. Always love a great little cocktail Zoom, minus my cocktail. You can hear me out. Perfect.
Yes, yes.
And I do want to apologize. I'm having some work done on my house right now. So I am in the only room that has no construction noise. So just want to let you know, we're trying to get my background together, but technical difficulties and the
You're
time
fine.
of the pandemic. But yeah, we are definitely one of the most notable iconic hotels here in Santa Monica. Similar to the Fess Parker, we have an interesting, illustrious history owned by a family that lives locally, the Slacken brothers. A fun fact about them, they are true hoteliers. They own nothing but these hotels. This is their only job, is owning these hotels and being the gatekeepers to that. In fact, their parents were one of the original owners of the Beverly Hills Hotel. So fun fact there. So they got their start in hotels at a very young age, working room service, watching their parents, and then, less than 30 years ago, decided to create their own beachside oasis here with Shutters on the Beach in Casa Del Mar. The hotels sit side by side as the only beachfront luxury hotels in all of Santa Monica. We've got a monopoly on a 20-mile strand here. So anybody who's an avid jogger or cyclist, you have all of this right in front of you. If we want to go to the next slide. I think, Santa Monica is pretty interesting. I like to think of it as the entry point into Los Angeles, right? We are less than 8 miles away from LAX. So we're technically kind of an airport hotel, but you can't hear or see the airport action, which is great, right? We are less than probably like 20 minutes away, which if you have been to LA, 20 minutes is really equivalent to 5 minutes, because that is just really short span. So we are sort of the entry point into Los Angeles. We are less than a mile from Venice Beach, less than 5 miles away from Malibu, Beverly Hills, West Hollywood, downtown Hollywood, Universal Studios. We are an hour and 30 minutes away from beautiful Santa Barbara. So if you want to start your trip in Santa Monica and head up north to Fess Parker, you can do that. And then if you want to go down to Balboa, that's another less than an hour away, I think with everything happening, we are really focused on rediscovering the beach, rediscovering California, how amazing the state is, how you can go an hour north or an hour south from us and have a completely different experience, right? So whether it's a weekend or a week, you can get it all here. But you got to start off in Santa Monica. That's the key. You got to start off in Santa Monica. We're in the middle. Being that we're the only beachfront hotels, we've got some great amenities for our guests. One of which is a beach activity center and beach concierge service. You know, we're the only hotels that have this, that have beach attendants that are manning a station that is actually directly on the beach, where our guests can get boogie boards and bicycles, and we can set up these chairs right here. Interesting. So these chairs are blue chairs. And I like to say these chairs are for our less adventurous guests. They're actually the closest to the hotels. And if you're walking behind or on the Strand, they'll be right there. And then for those guests who are a little bit more adventurous, we've got the orange umbrellas. And the orange umbrellas go directly, they actually would be positioned right here. And our beach attendants will set up chairs for you. We'll run lunch to you from our Coast Beach Cafe and Bar. And, you know, we're the only hotels that have that going on, you know, even with everything that's happening. So let's head to the next slide. We've got our beautiful, cute little Shutters bicycles here. And the next one, get down to the nitty gritty of it all. You know, as I had mentioned, you know, we are family owned. The Slacken brothers created the Shutters on the Beach in 1993. And, you know, the whole concept of it is that they wanted to create a beach house. They wanted you to walk into the lobby area, which I think is the next slide. Oh, it's actually the front of the hotel. They wanted you to walk to the front doors and instantly feel like you are in a dear friend's living room. In fact, the living room is actually called the Lobby Lounge. Just to segue from that for just a minute, because Lindsay is showing some amazing photos right now of our Courtyard Pico. So with everything that's happening, we've had to pivot like most hotels have. And one of those major pivots that we did was that we actually closed down our valet section and converted that to what you see now, which is basically a pop-up restaurant. It's an extension of our fine dining restaurant, One Pico. We've called it Courtyard at One Pico. It's been met with amazing fanfare. We actually commissioned Bob Gale Events to design the space out. He does a lot of the Emmys, Oscar parties, all those cool Hollywood events. So you kind of see that decor and that snazz there. The menu is actually different from the typical menu that we served in One Pico. And it looks exactly like this. I've had a couple of friends and clients have dined there, and they've all said that it's so whimsical. In my opinion, it's definitely akin to like a Midsummer Night's Dream. So we actually were going to, there were talks of closing this down after the season, but by popular demand, we are continuing the Courtyard until the weather permits. There's even talks of tenting it above. And keeping it going, just because it's just been met with such positivity that we're like, let's keep this party going. Let's head to the next slide. Perfect. So as mentioned, you know, when you walk into the lobby of Shutters, you are walking into someone's living room, you know. It's cozy, it's comfy. Lindsay's been there before to get a glass of wine with me. We've got the fireplaces roaring. It's, you know, very comfortable furniture. You can't see it here, but maybe it's on the next slide. Here we are. Great, it is. So we actually have an upper deck, you know, it's an extension of the lobby lounge or the living room. And it's kind of one of those must areas when you come to Shutters where you want to see the views. This is a little bit of an interesting photo because it's kind of an overcast day, but it's still kind of neat at the same time, but usually it's much brighter than this. So this is the upper deck area. And we actually serve breakfast, lunch, and you can actually get dinner up here as well. So full menu. Let's head to the next one. So as I mentioned, we've done major pivoting where we have converted a lot of our food and beverage outlets into outdoor spaces. Our very famous Coast Beach Cafe and Bar already had an existing patio that you're seeing here, but the city granted us permission to extend into the Strand. So what you're looking at here is actually the beach strand, and where we've added some hedges to separate from the general population, more outdoor seating, full menu here. It has been met with, like, similar to One Pico Courtyard, to a lot of great fanfare. So guests of Shutters have a total of 2 outdoor restaurants. Plus they also have, when we get there, Casa Del Mar's terrazza patio. So let's head to the next slide. So keeping with the beach house feel, one of the things that we're kind of known for is that residential type style. Our house designer is Michael Smith. He's our original house designer. He did all the decor in 1993. We bring him back yearly to touch it up, add his touch to it, his accoutrement. He was most recently known for doing the residential ring during the Obama administration. He's actually designing their home in Palm Springs as well. So he has an aesthetic to him. So we have our double bedded rooms. One of the things that I love about Shutters is that we are 198 rooms strong. We are small but mighty. And in those 198 rooms, we have a lot of different connecting room combinations for multi-families. We have king to king, we have a king to a suite, we have king to 2 double beds. And the best thing is that we can confirm connecting at time of booking. Disneyland won't even do that for you. The mouse won't even do that for you. So we do that for families. We'll let you know, especially, and that's actually one of the advantages of working with a fabulous advisor from Travel Wizard, is that you would not know that unless you had an advisor from Travel Wizard to do that for you, to give me a ring and say, hey, Joanna, I've got a fabulous family and it's a family of 2. Do you have connecting rooms? Can you confirm that at time of booking? Sure, go ahead. We can definitely do that. So this is actually one of our suites. We have 12 suites ranging from a 1-bedroom Santa Monica suite or a non-view to our more premium suites that include our Pacific suites, which are formerly known as the presidentials. This is actually corresponding to my favorite suite, which is the Beach House suite. It's the largest suite in the property. This particular bedroom is corresponding to Pacific Suite 745 on the 7th floor. Fun fact about it, we actually taped, not this season, but the previous season of Grey's Anatomy was actually shot in here. And so there's a scene where they go to a honeymoon. I haven't watched it in years, but what of that season, this is the bedroom and that's in it. And the reason why they chose it was because you can actually see the fabulous Santa Monica Pier from your room. So all of the suites that are facing the north side all have this view. So 745, 545, and 645. As of 2019, we actually 2020, January 2020, before everything sort of changed, we renovated all of our suites. We did a great renovation. So what you're looking at is new product. This is corresponding to 302, which is the Beach House Suite. It's still with the residential vibe that we're known for, but just spruced out with a different decor. Let's head to the next. Perfect. And, similar to the Fest Parker, we are also social distancing at our lovely pool area. This is not an accurate portrayal of the pool area right now. Some of the chairs have been removed. We have a pool attendant that is waiting right by the sort of the entry point that is allocating space to our guests. And we have a houseman that's constantly sanitizing the area. We have our food and beverage center here that, serves a full assortment of food and drinks. We have our cabanas. So we're taking the necessary precautions to make sure that not only are you enjoying yourself, but you're doing it in a safe manner. it has gone out without a hitch. You know, what we've been able to do with separating it out and still having enough chairs for everyone. So it's been a success story. So let's head to the next one. That's just the lower deck of the pool area. Just a great photo.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
And let's head, perfect. And let's head on over. Let's leave the beach house and let's go to the beach villa, to House by the Sea, Hotel Casa Del Mar. I love this hotel. It has a very interesting history. It was built in the 1920s, so it's got those amazing Art Deco elements that you see here with the arched windows in certain rooms. It's another small but mighty property, 129 rooms and 16 suites. So let's head to the interior. So, you know, you see all the fabulous aspects of the 1920s, the columns, the mosaic. We did a massive renovation in 2018. Michael Smith, our interior designer, Shutters, came on board to redesign Casa Del Mar as well. There's a lot of synergy between the properties, still with the residential feel, you know, but just more of a Mediterranean aspect to it. And for all those people that are missing Europe, missing the Amalfi Coast and missing jet setting, this is a great alternative to Italy. It's our own version, you know. We even have a Spanish chef to create amazing Mediterranean delights. And so we have our lobby area here. In my opinion, is the best lobby area in all of Santa Monica. Currently right now, because of all of the mandates, the area is kind of roped off, but in typical times, we've got musicians and music going, and hopefully when things get back under control, we'll have that as well, our amazing lobby area where you can't see it here. I think maybe it might be in the next photo, Lindsay. Oh, yes, here we are. So you actually, the top photo is actually terrazza indoor, which Lindsay and I have had some drinks there. It's beautiful. We have our head chef from Salamanca, Spain. So she's definitely infused a lot of her background into the menu, tapases and house-made pizzas, lots of seafood. It's definitely, in my opinion, a pretty strong F&B program. We've transitioned that to creating terrazza on the patio, which is actually what you're looking at is on our bottom floor, directly on the beach level, we have a ballroom, and that ballroom had a patio. And we just converted that into a restaurant. And in my opinion, I feel like we should have done this years ago because of the architectural design of it. You know, you've got the iron, you have the ironwork, you've got the arched columns. It's serving a full breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and cocktail hour as well. So the menu hasn't changed that much. We've added a couple of new items just to kind of spice it up and distinguish it from the indoor restaurant. And let's head on next. Great. An interesting fact about having two hotels side by side. Because we are side by side, we have charging capabilities. So think of these hotels similar to a resort. You know, if you are staying at Casa Del Mar at Shutters on the Beach, you have access to not one, not two, but 3 outdoor restaurants that you can charge back to your room effortlessly. So, you know, guests have access to everything. The only thing that is not is relegated to hotel specific is the pool area, just because that requires key card access. If our spas were open right now, you would also have full access to our spas, and the spas are very, very different. So that's great for somebody who's an avid spa. And similar to Shutters, you also have access to our beach concierge service. Perfect. Okay. And, you know, we are very much focused on creating what I like to call a home hotel experience. And what that entails is really having a product that feels very residential, feels very comfy, not cookie cutter. Everything is one of one in here. We even have a book curator that selects books in the rooms. you know, Casa Del Mar is smaller than Shutters, but makes that up in our suite product. And most likely the next photo is that. Next one, that's actually the bedroom here. Great, in our bathroom. You see the little ducky there. Great, perfect. And let's head to our suites. So we've got 16 suites, ranging from a 1-bedroom to a 4-bedroom to 3 penthouses that are located on the 8th floor. So this hotel is perfect for multi-generational travel, for girls trips. You know, you can definitely host your whole family here and be in the same area, but not see them. So definitely the perfect place to coastal distance. In fact, the way that our suites are kind of configured is an alcove style or apartment style. So our suites it's a giant door, and then you'll have multiple doors connecting you. So you can keep the doors open or you can keep them closed, depending on how you love your family or not. I probably would keep mine closed, to be quite honest, especially after the pandemic. And so this is corresponding to one of my favorite suites, which is the Pacific Suite 710, and it's the largest suite in the property. It's a proper 2-bedroom, 2-bath. You can't see it here, but in the corner, you can see the legendary Santa Monica Pier. You're on the top floor, so you've got those beautifully arched windows. There's 2 bedrooms, 2-bath, and a powder room. And perfect. And this picture is a little bit misleading. That where the ottoman was is actually a executive table, and it seats actually 8. So it's perfect for festive season, for those families that want to spend a staycation at the beach. We have a table that seats 8 in this particular suite. So let's head on over to, you've got our pool area as well. And let's get to what everybody's concerned about, which is making sure we're all comfy and safe. You know, like most hotels, we are doing our due diligence to make sure that not only do you enjoy yourself, but we are taking all the proper precautions and following all guidelines. You know, prior to me being onboarded again, was the entire hotel staff went through a sort of COVID ready onboarding for like a week. So I'm like the COVID queen. I know everything about everything. Most employees know the same. So we are making sure that we are highlighting social distancing, that there are signs everywhere, that the rooms are being serviced in the manner that they need to. And, you know, we're just prepared. We're prepared for your clients and for yourself to come and enjoy the beach.
Wonderful. Okay, well, I think that is a wonderful overview. Thank you so much, Joanna.
Thank you.
Melissa, I know it's probably confusing here because we've got Joanna speaking, but Melissa's contact information here. Melissa does oversee the leisure market, and so her contact information is listed here, but of course they're a dual team and work simultaneously together. So,
of course, I'm on property, so if anybody needs my assistance, I am more than happy to help.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much again for that wonderful overview of Santa Monica and 2, exactly, as you said, very iconic hotels. So from here, we're going to jump back in our car and head down a little further south on the coast. And we're going to be visiting with Camilla at the Balboa Bay Resort, which is located in Newport Beach in Orange County. So hello, Camilla.
Hello, hi everyone. It is so great to see you all. I want to thank Dominique and the Wizard World for having us today and allowing us to showcase our beautiful property. As Lindsay mentioned, I am Camilla Kinchlow. I am the Director of Sales for this beautiful property sitting right here in front of you, which is right here in the heart of Newport Beach. If you've ever been to Newport Beach, you'll notice that we are equally distanced between Los Angeles and San Diego. So it's about an hour drive from either or, but we are historically the only waterfront property in Newport Beach, sitting right on the water. I generally always like to start out with some fun facts. Balboa Bay Resort has actually been around for almost 72 years. as of this April. And just a little history, we actually opened up in 1948 as the Balboa Bay Club. We were the home for many of our Hollywood icons and celebrities, like John Wayne, who was one of our founding governors, Board of Governor members, Lucille and Desi Arnaz, Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz, many of our past presidents, several of the Bush family members as well have been members here. And as you walk through the halls throughout Balboa Bay Resort and the club, you'll find lots of photos and history about our location. So if you're looking at this image right in front of you, Balboa Bay Resort is a 159 room property, boutique resort. We are AAA 4 Diamond and also Forbes 4-star. We're the home of 128 yacht slips. And in addition to our resort, we actually have 145 residences attached to us, in addition to our club. So we'll take a look inside the hotel and tell you a little bit about our amenities here. So as I mentioned, we have 159 guest rooms here. Every single guest room is truly spacious. We offer every single guest room has a seating balcony for 2. We have 3 different views when you're visiting with us. You can either look at our Newport room, which is our entry level, looking at our city line. Our courtyard room is actually overlooking our interior pool area. And then what everyone loves when they're here is our bay view room, which is what you're looking at in front of you. You step right outside on your balcony, you take a beautiful picturesque view of the harbor. It's just really stunning. And then, you know, now is the beautiful time to obviously be here. There's never a bad time to come down to Newport Beach. We are 70 degrees most of the time year round. The summer is really great because there's a lot of water activities to do here. But we are also the home for the Christmas boat parade. So if you're familiar with the Newport Beach Christmas boat parade,
So cool.
This would have been actually the 112th year. It was recently, obviously, because of COVID and social distancing and guidelines of gatherings, not possible to happen, but many of our homes in the harbor are already lit up. I'm seeing some of the decorations go on up into the yachts as well. So we're super excited to see that. I know many of our residents will still be cruising through the harbor, but if you're here during the holidays, you step right outside. Get to see these amazing yachts that I don't ever get to see every day. And we actually have one that is actually owned by Johnny Carson that is located right here at our property. So we have lots to share and to go over. So let's take a look at a few more rooms here. So in addition to 159 rooms, 10 of those rooms are our luxurious suites. They start off at 900 square feet. They go up to 2,800. Some of them are like the size of many condos and homes here in Newport Beach. But you have a welcome seating area. You have your guest room, bedroom area. But not only do you have one balcony off of your guest room, you also have a balcony off of your living space as well. Every guest, when they enter into Balboa Bay Resort, is welcome with a bottle of wine. So part of our amenity services, you get a bottle of white during the spring and summer months. And then when you're here in the fall and winter, we change it up to a red wine. So it's part of our amenities. You also get water bottles as well. And we have lots of recreation activities for you to do while you're here. But generally the people who love us are, of course, our couples. They love us. This is such a beautiful romantic vacation getaway. But we're also well suited for family vacations. Perfect because we're right in the heart of obviously sitting in the water. So it's a lot of family activities that can be done. But we also have a few executives that come out to visit with us when they're here midweek. We are about 10 minutes away from John Wayne Airport, which is one of the best airports to fly in and out of SNA. It can't be any easier than that. And of course, again, just a luxurious location. So we also host meetings in this room too, believe it or not. So we're very versatile. We try to offer as many opportunities to our guests as well. Let's take a look at a few of our amenities. So I kind of tried to sum this up because we have so much to offer here at the resort. We have generally 2 dining options available for you. Everything about Balboa Bay Resort is waterfront. Everything is indoor and outdoor and obviously offering that sunlight. So when you wake up in the morning, the first place you want to step into is Blend Cafe. That's where you get your morning cup of coffee. Everything that is made inside of Blend is made right here on property. We make it ourselves with our pastry chef and our executive chef, Octavio Sabata. Amazing. We have everything from fresh baked pastries. We have smoothies. We have fresh brewed coffee. We even have nitro coffee. I think we had it first before Starbucks, believe it or not. We also have a few adult beverages as well. So if you like to get a glass of wine or another type of bottle of wine to take to your room, you can purchase it here as well. We have everything from fresh fruit plates. We have your charcuterie and cheese board that you can take with you as well to your guest room and eat off of your balcony. There's everything that as an array that you can offer here. And then what everyone loves when they're here is our restaurant A&O. We have been open since even throughout COVID. We are blessed and obviously have the luxury to have this beautiful outdoor landscaping where many had to move outside. We already have that as an opportunity here, and we were able to expand our restaurant. So we've been running basically full breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and we also still have live entertainment Fridays and Saturdays here at A&O. A little bit about A&O, it stands for Anchors and Oceans. Of course, you're right here on the water. We serve small plates of shareable plates that you can share with your friends and family, but it's your American cuisine, but it also has a hint of obviously seafood there. So one of the most popular items here at A&O is our fresh homemade lobster roll. So if you like a lobster sandwich fresh out of the California harbor, it's definitely coming from A&O. We also have a crafted cocktail beverage menu here. So we are changing up our menu often for cocktails. Our latest and greatest is the Newport Sunset. It's a little play on a martini. It's very colorful. It's amazing. But if you have an opportunity, please take a look at Facebook and also Instagram, because we have our own Instagram page that highlights a lot of our beverage and food and beverage services. But something new that I'll be hopefully able to share with Dominique to send off to all of you is we have our new Bourbon Cart. It's our smoked Bourbon Cart. It just came out last week. I'm super excited. So when you're dining at this beautiful fire pit, you'll see this beautiful young lady come past you with a different array of type of bourbons that you can select from. And they specially make your bourbon cocktail right in front of you, and they actually smoke it. So you choose obviously the type of bourbon that you like. They will obviously have the different essence and oils with the bourbon, whether it's smoked, different type of smoke options, and they put it in basically to this beautiful glass box, and you actually get to see them smoke your bourbon right in front of you. It is amazing. It is a sight to be seen. As it goes by, honestly, everybody just wants it to come in front of them just to kind of smell that beautiful smoke coming off of the bourbon. So that's really fun. We also have some new crystal ball bowl services as well. So bottle services, a little play on that. So lots to offer here. But again, this is perfect for family, friends, and of course your night out, sitting right here on the water and having that beautiful view. So if you look over into your far right corner of your screen, this is our spa. It's actually located in the club of the club side of the property. It is 9,000 square feet. It offers 9 treatment rooms. This is completely exclusive to just resort guests and our members. We do not allow outdoor services because of the exclusivity of the property. We are doing some services now. Of course, it is by appointment only. There's full sanitation available, but it's very limited. So if you have questions, obviously reach out to Dominique. She knows how to find me. Believe me, she has my cell number too. So if you need anything, I'm here to answer questions about the services that are offered. But of course, Dominique is a great resource for you. And then in addition to that, we also have our own dry bar here. It is generally open to the public. It's also open to the resort guests and members as well. But it has 6 seats here. It's one of 2 in Newport Beach. You find it right here in Balboa Bay Resort. And then you also have one at Fashion Island Shopping Center, which is about 2 miles down the street. But really great when services are back to normal. Hopefully you can come in, you get your hair done, you stop in the A&O, you have a nice beverage and a drink, and then I'll send you off into some water activities, which we'll take a look at right now. So everything about Newport Beach and obviously Balboa Bay has to be about the water. We sit right on it, so why not offer activities for you to enjoy? But before we get into those activities, we have this beautiful pool area that we recently renovated as well. We just added its own Coconut Grove pool bar, which offers beverage services as well as dining services for lunch and evening snacks. We also do some entertainment here, which I'll talk about shortly. We do various different things in the summer where you may have some cocktail services. We also may do some live entertainment out here as well, but really great for friends and families to get together. We are socially distancing here. You'll notice that all of our lounge seating is definitely spaced out. There is a reservation process. It is open only to resort guests and also members, but it is by appointment. We are socially distancing everybody and making sure that that space is not over populated. But one of my favorite things to do, obviously, if you can't tell by my earrings and other things going on, I love to shop. And I'm probably our own best customer right here at our Bayfront Boutique. It is a beautiful shopping center. This is not your traditional gift shop. This is a beautiful boutique that we offer various different products. So if you're familiar with the hammock bag, we actually are one of the only locations here in Orange County that offers that. But we service from jewelry to clothing, handbags, as well for men and women's clothing as well. But it's amazing. Stop in. We also have Veluspa spa candles. There's so much array of things for you to get. If you haven't gotten anything for Christmas, come down. There's a list of things that we're doing. We have our 12 days of Christmas coming up soon, which you'll get different specials and promotions for starting December 1st. And I know this boutique is there. Definitely tell them Camille said to stop by. They may give you a little bit of my discount. You never know. But of course, you know, when you hear it's about the water activities. Sitting right in front of you off to the left-hand corner, bottom corner, is what we call a Duffy boat. Newport Beach is the home and the creator of the Duffy boat. If you've never been on one, it is basically a Tesla on water. It seats 10 to 12 people. It literally only goes 5 to 10 miles an hour. You can drive it yourself or we can hire a captain for you. But it's just a perfect way to get out into the water, see these beautiful picturesque homes that are sitting right here in the Newport Harbor. Generally what you do is you come down, you make a reservation with us. We have 3 of our own Duffys right here. You grab some snacks out of Blend or we'll prepare it for you and then serve you up some wine and you cruise through the harbor, plug in your iPod. This is perfect for a nice birthday. This is perfect also during the holidays as well because better time to see these gorgeous homes that are lit up. But it's a really great way to just get out. You can do this as a couple or you can also do this as a group activity. We also have kayaking. We also have paddleboarding, which we've done a few competitions as well. So lots to do right here in the water. If you're ever here, let me know. Our concierge desk is available for you between the hours of 8 and 5 each day. So if we can arrange that for you, we have all of these here because we're the only waterfront property where you can step out and do this on. All right, let's take a look. And I talked a little bit about some fun activities. You know, we are privately owned by family, the Pickup and Martin family from Eagle 4. And, you know, during this entire process with COVID, we were one of the only properties that's actually stayed open during this pandemic. We opened and we actually sold down reservations, but of course, because of our club, we have residents here. We have never slowed down. We are limiting and distancing people, but we also find a great way for people to socially distance themselves and still enjoy themselves while they're here. I know it's a challenging time, but we still want to offer our guests like yourselves something fun and a little bit of the holiday spirit to you all. So we've created a package called Winter Wonderland. And what this means is we're going to make it snow right here in our pool area at Balboa Bay Resort. We've worked with some partners from Disney to showcase some fun, old school, fun holiday movies at the pool. We'll be making it snow. And if you are booked into one of our courtyard rooms, you can entertain and watch this movie and watch the snow right from your balcony. So part of this package is you get your own guest room accommodation. If you're in the courtyard room, you can entertain yourself, obviously from your guest room. But if you're in any of the other room types, you also get your own specially reserved day bed. So we have day beds here and cabanas. You can reserve a day bed. It comes with a custom-made Balboa Bay winter blanket. It also comes with this fun holiday treat basket that has marshmallows, some popcorn. I think it has pretzels, hot chocolate, various different things inside of it, but it's perfect for two. It's also perfect for a little small family of four. So really fun. It also comes with 2 vouchers for that smoked whiskey and bourbon that I talked about. You can take it over to A&O Kitchen and Bar and warm up from that. But you'll see below that it has additional information. So we will be making it snow basically every Friday and Saturday from 6 p.m. until 7 p.m. starting December 1st. This will go through December 26th. And then our movie showing starts at 7 p.m. through 9 p.m. Now, we are traditionally known to be the home of the Balboa Bay, I'm sorry, not Balboa Bay, but Newport Beach Boat Parade, the only waterfront property that can actually see that. So we will actually be doing this throughout the entire week for our boat parade and remembrance of that. But that will be from December 15th through the December 20th. So if you want to come on a Wednesday and enjoy that, we will also be doing some highlights of the Newport Beach Boat Parade as well. But you'll have holiday cocktails available at the pool area from our new pool bar. There's also additional snacks and blankets and a lot of fun activities, but we're definitely gonna make it snow. It's exciting, we've tested it out. I can't wait. We'll all be here to see you. So please come down. If you're in the LA area or driving distance, we're not far. Like I said, we're only an hour away. So let's take a look at the next slide because I definitely want to give you up to date information about our COVID standards. So obviously COVID is, we are making sure that our guests are safe, that we are responsible, and we encourage that for each of our guests that are traveling here to see us. So we encourage you to stay safe as well. You will notice as you enter into the property here at Balboa Bay Resort that there is signage everywhere. We require face masks when you're here on property. We actually have our own lobby duty resort staff that is making sure you have your mask, and if you don't have one, we'll make sure you have one before you leave. We do ask that everyone stay socially distanced, physical distance, but we are sanitizing all of our public spaces constantly throughout the day. That includes our restaurant, our guest rooms, as well as our meeting spaces as well. We ask that only 2 people are on elevators as well. There is a full informational guide that we give all of our guests as they enter into the property that gives them a highlight as to our services. A few things to highlight: that is, when you're a guest here at the resort, once you enter into your guest room, we will not enter into it after you've done so. You'll notice that our rooms are electrostatic sprayed. There is a sticker that lets you know that's on the door that this room has been sanitized. It's also been checked. And you'll also see that the room has not been tampered with because there is a sticker that shows you once the door has actually been opened. We are offering room service available from 7 a.m. each morning until 1 a.m. So you do have that available. They will stop outside of your door if you need to. But throughout the entire property, we are definitely socially distancing. We're following CDC guidelines and making sure our resort guests are aware of it as well. And we have our staff making sure that we hold you accountable and you also hold us accountable too. And this last slide, I love to showcase obviously where we are. This is my home. I've been here in Newport Beach for almost 13 years. Balboa Bay Resort is near and dear to our community and also to the heart of many of our residents and to myself. But this is our home. This is actually what it looked like today, believe it or not. A gorgeous day outside. We have lots of activities to offer. If you're looking for a nice little winter getaway and also socially distanced and responsible and safe, we definitely say try us out here in Newport Beach. Dominica, as I mentioned, knows how to find me. But again, I'm available to you at any time. My name is Camilla Kinchlow, and I thank you all so much for your time today.
Oh, thank you so much, and I personally had the opportunity to stay at Balboa Bay Resort just a couple of weeks ago, and it was so special. And truly, everything that she's saying is incredibly true in regards to their COVID practices, and they definitely have it all dialed in. A&O was wonderful to sit out and watch the sunset and have a cocktail, and even got to finally do my Duffy boat ride.
Finally, yay!
I've been wanting to do that. She's been hearing me talk about it. So it was really special and a wonderful getaway. So nice and easy jaunt down to John Wayne Airport. Especially if you're up in the Bay Area, flying out of Sacramento is a great option and nice and easy. 2 small airports. So, yeah. All right. Well, we are going to head now a little further south and with our final property that we're going to be showcasing today, and that's the beautiful Rancho Bernardo Inn. We have Andrea Schneider joining us today to discuss this fabulous destination and all that it has to offer in the San Diego area. So hello, Andrea.
Hi guys, hi Lindsay, hi Dominique
Hello.
is on here somewhere, and hi ladies. Yeah, going from the north to the south, taking it home. Dominique will be down next week, so she'll get to speak to you all about her personal experience on property, but it's my pleasure to be here, and my name's Andrea Schneider. I'm the Director of Leisure Sales at Rancho Bernardo Inn. If some of you are familiar or not, I'm going to take you on a little journey through. We're a gem in the heart of North County, San Diego. It's just the most magical place where you can just simply disconnect, reconnect, and truly escape from it all. We're about 35 minutes north of San Diego Airport, 2 hours south of Los Angeles, and minutes from some of San Diego's top attractions, wineries, breweries, hiking trails, and more. We're also the closest resort to the safari park.
Ooh.
This map kind of puts into perspective where we sit in the heart of it all. Next slide. The property is comprised of 287 rooms and suites. We're on 265 acres, so plentiful space to roam and distance. We've got golf, spa, incredible cuisine. We're a unique destination resort that really just caters to all. The property has a European look and feel, reminiscent of the grounds of a Mediterranean country estate. As you can see here, we've got these lovely fireplaces, gardens, lantern-lit walkways, fountains. It just has such a magical charm about it. Our rooms are spacious, they're serene. We've got private patios, balconies, varying views of our gardens, courtyards, golf course, or spa. We've got 287 rooms, 5 specialty suites included in that count. We've got 2 presidential suites, which you can see pictured here, which can be a 1, 2, or a 3-bedroom configuration. We've also got a vice presidential suite, which can be a 1, 2, or a 3-bedroom configuration. So Dominique's your girl if you need anything. So we've got those unique configurations, and then our property is all low rise. So we're made up of 8 separate buildings that are 1, 2, or 3 stories. So you don't need to enter an elevator. We've got king to parlor to queen. We've got these configurations. You dream up a configuration, it probably exists. So you use your travel agent for that, because we will find you exactly what you're looking for. So great for families, great for those traveling in packs. They want to be close but distanced, and have everyone together and situated in the comfort of their own room to room to room to room, or what have you. Speaking of golf course views, we've got this beautiful 18-hole championship golf course. It's pristine, it's playable, and it's hosted both PGA and LPGA events. We've got 3 unique pool experiences on property. All of our pools are open. This pictured here, you can see our spa pool, which is my favorite. It's cypress lined. It looks like you could have been dropped in the heart of Europe somewhere. It's simply stunning. It's a saltwater pool, so great for the skin and just very relaxing. We've got cabanas down here at the pool as well. We also have an adult pool, which is good for those that kind of just want to be away from the family action. But if you are bringing the family, we've got a family pool. During the summer and even into these warmer weekends that we've had recently, we have dive-in movies at our family pool with a little fire pit and s'mores kits, and you can see anything from Trolls World Tour to Frozen 2 and more. We have taken that out to the golf course for the season now, and we've hosted our first drive-in movies. So drive-in being driving in on the first tee box and take your golf cart in. And we had our first run with Adam's Family for Halloween, and we'll be rolling that out with Home Alone 2, Christmas Vacation, and more into the season as we go, and using our golf grill as our snack bar, but fun for the family. So aside from our adult pool, we've got our family pool, and then we have our award-winning spa, which you can see here. Our spa is open and we're doing 50-minute treatments, everything from massage, manicure, pedicure, and facial. Our spa facilities are not open, but you don't need the facility when you can get a fabulous massage. So it's okay. You'll be relaxed in the room. But we've got these lovely outdoor spa garden casitas, as well as indoor spa treatment rooms. But I love the outdoor garden casitas. They're climate controlled, and just there's this lovely water feature that runs in the middle. It feels like you could be in Bali. It's just the ultimate relaxation, rejuvenation. You'll leave feeling truly restored. At the property, we pride ourselves on our culinary offerings. We have these incredible chef's gardens, organics, and we've got our head gardener on property, which will do garden tours every day that she's down there, but she hosts them predominantly on Thursdays and on Sundays. But the gardens are just in full bloom and growing. We use a lot of the ingredients in many of our restaurants, and at the restaurant Avant, anything that's highlighted in bold is sourced locally on property. So everything from the herbs to the tomatoes to the lemons to they had pumpkins growing down there and watermelons and more. And then we have this little mystical fairy garden in the back there, which you have to go and search for it, but you see it and it's super cute, little fun for the kids and the families. But the chef's gardens are truly a sight to be seen and just incredible. In terms of food and beverage, we've got everything from grab and go goodies at Cafe Granada with salads, sandwiches, pastries, and more, all crafted in-house. We've got California fare with a Mediterranean flair at Veranda, and a uniquely elevated dining experience at Avant. All of our restaurants are open. We also have room service, contactless delivery. So they drop it at your door in to-go containers, and we've got room service in full swing. We brought back live music, which we have on the little golf putting green there daily. So during happy hour at Veranda, from 2 to 5, we've got live music, everything from acoustic to flamenco to top hits and more. You never know what you'll catch, but a little fun vibe with a great happy hour and the most magical place to watch the sunset. And now that the sun sets at like 4:45, you can catch it during happy hour. We've brought out a number of activities on property, from falconry to yoga, dive-in, drive-in movies, golf lessons, private garden tours, lawn games, and more. There's absolutely some sort of fun to be had for all. We've also brought this new fall workshop series where we're doing chunky throw making, tablescaping, lettering, and we've partnered with this local studio here in San Diego called Mint Collective, and they do some really fun and creative things. So the first fall workshops kicked off today. So excited to see how it goes, and we'll continue it in through the holiday season. In light of COVID, we continue to update our website, complying with the mandates of the state and the county. We really didn't have to change or pivot much when San Diego went from red to purple, because all of our dining was outside. We've got plentiful space heaters, and we've got tenting prepared should the rain come at some point in Southern California. But our spa is still open and functional. Our pools are open. We've got all of our food and beverage, our dining experience is all outdoors. Housekeeping we do upon departure. Sanitizing with the Ghostbuster machines, as I like to call them, but keeping you clean and safe. And we've got an e-butler service, so everything is pretty seamless with our team on hand. Anything you need, any questions you have, you get a text when you arrive, and you text too, and you can maintain contact with the front desk throughout your stay. And you don't have to talk to anyone, but you can, because they're there, they're friendly, and they're ready to help. So whether it be a spa getaway, a golf trip, or just a memorable escape with your significant other, your friends, or your family, Rancho Bernardo Inn will deliver an unforgettable experience. I'm here to help with anything you need. Dominique's here to help with anything you need, and she'll be able to tell you all about the amazing time that she had with us after she returns next week. But have a great holiday, great Thanksgiving, and thank you guys for learning a bit about the property. And I hope to welcome you. It's truly magical.
Wow, thank you so much, Andrea. This is one property I've not had the pleasure of seeing in person yet, but hoping to absolutely in the next
You'll
couple.
come golf.
Yes, exactly. I'm a big golfer, so I'm trying to get down there and get on the tee box. But well, that concludes our collection of a small amount of our preferred hotels that we have throughout California, but definitely some of our most iconic and versatile and great options for all of you during the upcoming holiday season and really throughout the year. They are definitely year-round properties. So I guess at this time, we'll just open up to questions for Anne, Joanna, Camilla, or Andrea.
And I just want to add one thing. I looked at the weather when they were all talking about their beautiful resorts, and this coming weekend, it's all going to be in the 75s and up. So you can go on the beach, you can go by the pool, and let me tell you, I can't wait till we get in our car.
Oh, yeah.
I remember one trip I took my girls, we were going to Disneyland in December, and we stopped at Santa Monica. And I had to go to the store to buy them clothes because it was way too hot. We didn't have shorts or bathing suits or anything because I wasn't thinking properly. So definitely Southern California is the place to be in December.
Well, Dominique, it doesn't look like we have any questions in the chat box, but I do want to thank all of you ladies for explaining everything. You guys were very thorough. I'm ready to go, I can tell you that, but I guess I'll wait for Dominique to get back to the office and tell me how everything went for her, and then I'll have that much more information for myself. So thank you, ladies, again. We do appreciate it. And Dominique, I will turn it back over to you.
I think that's it. I think we're all set. I mean, like they said, we're here to help you if you're ready to book anything. I'm going to be back. I can definitely tell you, I'm hoping my daughter's coming with, and I can also vouch for the Duffy in Newport Beach. She had her 19th birthday party on a Duffy.
Well, fun.
Yay.
Yeah, she loved it. And yeah, we can help you with anything. We're going to post on Instagram and Facebook, so check out the pictures. We'll see you later.
Well, thank you again so much, Dominique. And I just want to leave some final words. The value of using a travel advisor for any vacation, whether it is just a staycation and something in your backyard, as maybe some of these destinations may be, it is so impactful because these hotels, they have a relationship with Dominique and her team and so forth. And that relationship you cannot find if you just book online or really even if you book directly with the property through their website. The added values that they're able to extend to, on behalf of her relationship that she's built with these hoteliers, it is not something that you can, find transaction-wise through any other channel. So always keep that in mind. I know it's sometimes so easy just to jump on and, I just want to get a quick getaway and let me see what's out there and book, whatever first thing comes up. Before you hit that complete button, nope, you gotta stop and send a note over to Dominique, give her a call, and she's definitely there to assist. And that's what all of us as Extension is there to help her. So please keep sharing the word about the use of, using your travel advisor, because it is so invaluable, not only, again, for those big trips overseas and internationally, but definitely even for your backyard. So.
Thank you so much, Lindsay. Thank you.
Of course. Well, we thank you so much for this opportunity to share a little bit about preferred hotels and resorts. And of course, any more questions or anything comes through, then you just lead them to Dominique and she'll lead them to all of us, because that's how it works.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good evening.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
Happy
Thank you so
holidays,
much.
everyone.
See you soon, Dominique.
Bye. See you soon.